It's time now for the Peter Channel Morning News on this Monday morning, April 18th, 2016. Good morning to you all on this lovely Monday morning, April 18th, 2016, Patriots Day and Marathon Monday in Massachusetts. Here are your news and odds, and our top story at 8:30 in the morning time on this Monday morning is the strongest earthquake to hit Ecuador in decades, flattened the buildings and buckled highways along the Pacific coast, leaving 272 dead, and it expected to rise, unfortunately, in a considerable way. Brazil. Brazilian lawmakers shouted at scuffled and even sang as they debated whether to impeach the country's president on Sunday. Supreme Court to hear a case regarding Obama's action on immigration. Bernie Sanders' big, mostly white rally in Prospect Park hit all the progressive issues except the guns deployment in the United States in such numbers and even taught to wear a screen on their way-in. As the Brooklyn Revolution missed that point. Saudi Arabia will limit the impact of subsidy cuts on its citizens as the world's largest oil exporter overhauls its economy for the post-oil era, the British Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman said. Jerusalem. Israeli Army radio says the military court has indicted a soldier for manslaughter in the fatal shooting of a wounded Palestinian attacker in the West Bank. London. UK Treasury Chief George Osborne said Monday that Britain's exit from the European Union will permanently damage its economy as the government laid out its most detailed assessment yet in the economic implications of leaving the bloc. Leading Philippines presidential candidate Gay ripped him so beautiful he wished he had been first. A South African judge will send his double amputee Olympic track star Oscar Pistorius to a prison sentence in June for the murder conviction of 2013 shooting death of girlfriend Reva Steenkamp. Baghdad. U.S. Defense Secretary Ashton Carter Beta that survives the visit to Iraq to discuss the possible increase in U.S. military efforts as the battle for Mosul progresses. Seoul. North Korea. 1% who drive BMW sold Samsung TVs and port pets and China make money fight the late trading companies ready under sanctions. Kamado, Japan. The death toll risen to 42 people after 3 quakes in southern Japan on the southwestern island of Kyushu over the course of 3 days. A head-on crash in Georgetown, Massachusetts injured 7 people in close part of I-95 on Sunday afternoon after a vehicle veered across the median in an uncovered truck, according to police. The numbers are expected to grow as emergency crews continue to rescue both stranded motorists and people from the homes. Now, County, Texas Emergency Management told ABC News. As dozens of water rescues underway near Houston as funds continue to grow. Supporters of Donald J. Trump in New York last week as a presidential race has taken on a distinctly New York character in the prelude to Tuesday's primary. A Washington State husband and wife were disappeared last week are now believed to have been murdered, but the suspected killers remain on loose and are considered armed and dangerous, the Oshkosh County Sheriff Ty Trader said on Sunday. Washington. The U.S. Treasury is expected to announce the weekend plans to probably feature a woman on a $10 bill will change. Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania becomes the 24th state to legalize marijuana for medical purposes. Uxbridge, Massachusetts, a pair of expert paramedics went above and beyond the call to duty when they were called home for women in labor. The Western Telegraph Gazette reported that Lillian Hamilton and Roger Lovely responded to Marine and Aaron Spratt's home on Sunday morning when their pregnant mom woke up and knew she would not for making the hospital. Fire Chief William Kessler said paramedics participated in the textbook delivery. Connecticut-based Festus Retail Group LLC, which operates the Eastern Mountain Sports Bomb Stores and Sports Jelly Retail Change filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection on Monday. London oil prices slid on Monday after meeting between major producers and nations on a proposed armament freeze fell apart, leaving the world grappling with excess of unwanted crude. Morgan Stanley reported first quarter profits that beat Wall Street estimates as revenue from traded stocks and bonds declined less than some analysts predicted. Is Verizon Communications the leader with just a few holes to play at the Yahoo Open sure feels that way. Not only does matching up with Yahoo, Verizon wireless request data, AOLs, and technology seem to make strategic. Bismarck, North Dakota, and Triana. Brickcat in North Dakota, the number 2 oil producer in the United States, is at the lowest level in more than a decade, state data show. Washington, the Iranian company is outperforming in the region as a whole, mainly because of higher oil production and the lifted up sanctions, the IMF said. Quito, Ecuador. Despite the devastation of magnitude 7.8 earthquake, Ecuador's government said that most of the emergency infrastructure was spared major damage. Oklahoma City, even with action taken out to control human-induced seismic quakes tied to oil and gas. The USGS reported more than a dozen minor quakes in Oklahoma in a week. China and Norway had Norwegian subsidy and British Energy Company Centrica said it unloaded some of its assets on Norwegian waters to follow a portfolio review. And now looking at stock market. The Dow, 17,897.46, S&P 500, 2,080.73, and Nasdaq, 4,093.22. Alright. Researchers at the University of Turkey have developed an ultra thin film that can accommodate LEDs, created the first flexible impermeable light-up skin. Latest crackdown on illegal long-range camera adjusted game, but the big turbo trades are with it. That says actually the former government official has just spent 2 decades helping poor villages find approach to the previous precious tropical forests. And the president signed a collaboration to investigate about petrol massive volcano that stretches across the border of China and North Korea. A new program run by charities and academy with the support of farmers looking to cure 25,000 LPC patients in Africa and Southeast Asia by allowing better access to new drugs. Sergio Ortega, 51, lives in Los Angeles and received a prosthetic leg after an amputation because of complications related to diabetes. In the first of a kind study, researchers have proven that skin sunscreen can prevent the development of melanoma, an aggressive form of skin cancer. The United States is likely to see outbreaks as the Zika virus with percentages of scores of people affected, said Dr. Anthony Fauci, director of the U.S. In Boston, at the old Anthony's Beer Fort restaurant, Norman Avenue, too long heavy fire, and fire crews were on arrival. Peter Chell News Time, 8:36 on this Monday morning, and it's time now for a sport report. Last night, the Boston Red Sox yesterday fall to the Toronto Blue Jays 5-3 at Fenway Park, New England Revolution, and the Orlando Football Club down in Florida 2-2 tie. Boston Red Sox Toronto Blue Jays square off at 11:05 a.m. on the Patriots' day start. Portland defense after DJ Spencer won that 50-95 loss to the Clippers. In Syracuse, you have 2 Syracuse football players were stabbed several times in the location of the University of South Campus on a former teammate has been charged with the assault. After signing Brock Osweiler and re-signed Brendan Whedon at the beginning of April, the Houston Texans have told quarterback Brian Hoyer that it will release some of the source with ESPN's Abbott Kaplan. Los Angeles Wendy's spent out most $250 million in 2 pitchers. You want them on the mound as possible as the Los Angeles get past 7G and the San Francisco Giants yesterday at Dodger Stadium last night in Los Angeles, 3-1. Peter Chell News Time, 8:37 time out for Trevor reported this Monday morning, Patriots Day. Marathon Monday. Let's start you off first with the marathon taking place today. Let's start you off down in Hopkinton, where Route 85 it is closed to traffic on both ends from Chestnut Street, stretching it all the way down to Hopkinton. Route 135 is closed from 495 in Hopkinton, stretching it all the way down through Ashland and down for Framingham. And 135 is closed from Hopkinton from 495 all the way to Route 16 in Wellesley. So if you're headed that way, seek some alternate routes around that area between Wellesley and Hopkinton around Route 135. And also, Route 16 is closed from Wellesley from 135 all the way out to Route 30 in Auburndale. And then Route 30 is closed from Route 16 in Newton all the way out to the Boston College area, stretch around Chestnut Hill. And in Boston, Route 20 on Commonwealth Avenue, it's closed at each spot time between the Pike all the way out to Beacon Street. Beacon Street is closed on both ends from Park Drive all the way out to Kenmore Square. Commonwealth Avenue, the westbound side, and it's closed between Newberry Street all the way out to Kenmore Square. Williamson Street is closed from Mass Ave all the way out to Arlington Street. Huntington Avenue on the westbound and eastbound sides are closed, but Belvedere Street all the way out to Park Plaza. Stewart Street is closed from the Pike all the way out to Arlington Street. Dartmouth Street is closed from Route 28 all the way out to Commonwealth Avenue. Store Drive to the westbound side. It is slow from Mass Ave all the way at the Store Drive. Mass Pike on the eastbound side. It is slow from Yawkey all the way out to the Fenway area of Boston. So if you are in any of the area around this area, expect some delays, busy spots, and cancellations. And also, Tremont Street is closed from Boylston Street all the way out to Boston City Hall due to the throngs and throngs of buses leaving Boston for Hopkins to carry the runners as they will compete in the grueling 26.2 miles of the Boston Marathon. And Commonwealth Avenue is closed from Beacon Street all the way at the Boston Common on both ends. It's slow. But other traffic, 495. Just around the Hopkins stretch, it is slow from 85 in Milford all the way at the Hopkins southbound side of 495. It is slow. 485 at the northbound side, also slow before the Mass Pike in Hopkins, so expect some delays. Mass Pike on the westbound side get accident just before Route 128 in Newton, so expect some delays. Southwestern Expressway on both ends, it's slow around the Quincy stretch. On 93 in the southbound side, accident around Monterey Boulevard in Dorchester, so expect some delays. 495 in the southbound side, accident before Route 1 in Renton, so expect some delays. 120 on the northbound side is over. 130 in Canton all the way to Route 95 in Canton, doing an accident on the way up to 95 southbound. 120, so expect some delays. 120 on the southbound side, we have an accident just around after Route 97 in Beverly. 290 eastbound side, a little slow around Route 495 in Marmor. But otherwise, Eastern Massachusetts highways are looking good. And highways and byways are Rhode Island looking good on 146 on the southbound side, a little slow for Route 99 Lincoln, Rhode Island. And 130 on the westbound side, it is slow around the Newport Bridge on the westbound side. On I-91 on the northbound side, get accident around 291 in Springfield, so expect some delays. In Connecticut, 91 on the southbound side, so from 291 to I-84. I-84 to the eastbound side, so from Farmington all the way to downtown Hartford. Route 2 on the west eastbound side, it is slow before I-84 in Hartford. 95 is looking good from Providence all the way out to New Haven, Connecticut on both ends. But 95 on the southbound side, it did so from Bridgeport to the Norwalk, doing an accident on 95 on the southbound side just before Route 8 in Norwalk. And then 95 on the northbound side, it's so for the Stepford stretch to the northbound side from Port Chester, New York, all the way at the Stepford, New York. Stepford, Connecticut. 287 on the eastbound side, it is slow from the Parkway all the way at the 95. Highways and byways in New York City are slow go. But the thruway is looking good from New York all the way out to the Pennsylvania border. I-80 on the eastbound side is slow in New Jersey from Hackettstown all the way at the Newark, New Jersey. On the eastbound side of I-80, I-70 on the eastbound side is slow from eastern Pennsylvania all the way to Bridgewater, Pennsylvania. New Jersey Turnpike on both ends, it's looking good from Newark all the way at the Wilmington, except for the New Jersey Turnpike on the southbound side, and it's slow from 295 all the way at the Wilmington. 95 on the southbound side is slow from Levittown all the way at the downtown Philadelphia. 95 on the northbound side is slow from Chester all the way at the Route 76 in downtown Philadelphia. 76 on the westbound side, it is slow from 95 all the way at the Center City, Philadelphia, and all the way at the King of Prussia. 676 on the westbound side, it is slow from 95 to Route 76 in Center City, Philadelphia. And Garden State Parkway on the northbound side, it is slow around Route Atlantic City Parkway in Atlantic City Expressway westbound side, and it's slow. Garden State Parkway a little slow on the southbound side, but it's moving up from Newark down to Wildwood. Pennsylvania Turnpike is moving from Philly to Pittsburgh, and I-80 is moving from New Jersey all the way out to Cleveland. And I-86 on the westbound side, a little slow after I-81 in Binghamton. Highways in Vermont and New Hampshire, Maine are looking good in I-87 to the southbound side, a little slow after the Canadian border. And now, MBT alerts. I know you want to find about the MBT during Marathon Monday on the subway, bus, commuter rail, subway, bus, including full bus. Not allowed to MBTA vehicles on Patriot State Monday. April 18, 2016 at Green Line due to Boston Marathon coupling station to be closed for the entire day. Monday, April 18th at Green Line BNC branches, South Street, Kate Street, and St. Mary Street will be closed between 10 a.m. and 6 p.m. on Monday, April 18th. And on the commuter rail, due to ongoing scheduled track work, midday Worcester line trains may be experiencing some delays. Traffic trains specifically locally needed. And extra service available on Worcester line on Monday, April 18th for the Boston Marathons. Peter Childers time, 8:45, time out frame, weather report, and it is a picture perfect start to your morning. And area fire weather officials are advising of elevated fire weather potential again today. While winds will be much milder across the area, the temperatures will be warmer than yesterday, especially red for the coast. In addition, minimum humidity values will drop to between 10 and 20%, especially across western Massachusetts and Northern Connecticut. Finally, area fire weather officials have indicated that fire fuels are particularly dry, given a recent dry weather. And 7-day forecast goes like this. By today, south skies about 66 degrees, north is around 3 to 8 miles an hour. Tonight, rain not be after 5 a.m. Petrified between 4 a.m. and 5 a.m. Otherwise, most skies got about 42 degrees east with about 5 miles an hour. Becoming common in evening, chance rates at 6%, new percent less than 10 minutes possible. For Tuesday, chance rain before 8 a.m. The chance of showers made between 8 a.m. and 10 a.m. Most skies got about 55 degrees, north about 3 to 8 miles an hour. Chance rates at 30%, new percent less than 10 minutes possible. For Tuesday, most gusts got about 38 degrees and north force about 7 miles an hour with gusts as high as 21 miles an hour. For Wednesday, south skies about 56 degrees, north about 8 miles an hour, gusts as high as 20 miles an hour. Wednesday night, most gusts got about 37 degrees. Thursday, Saturday podcast got about 68, about 46 degrees. Friday, chance of showers after 11 a.m. Parts today to clock skies, how about 71, 48 degrees, chance patience 30% of Friday up to the 50% by. Friday night and Saturday at chance of showers, parts skies about 59 degrees and chance patience 30%. So yeah, podcast go about 39 degrees, and for Sunday, south skies about 58 degrees. Curly here, not here, it is. First skies and 47 degrees, 8 above Celsius, humidity 69%. And those who want to know what the weather is going on today during the Marathon Monday, well, at the starting line down in Hopkinton, it is now 47 with fair skies. And for the starting line, between 9 a.m. and 12 p.m., expected to get up to 56 degrees by about 9 a.m. and it's expected to give you rise up higher to about 59 to 64 to 66 degrees in the morning and then in the noontime hour. And when the marathon winners trot up to Boston, expect to be cooler because Boston is on the coast. When the marathon's going to run about 3 o'clock, expected to be down in the 54 podcast skies to the finish on the Boston Marathon. And that is going to be it for the Peter Chell Morning News on this Monday morning, April 18, 2016, Patriots Day 2016. I appear to have a good day with a good bye attitude. And I wish all the marathoners of Boston Marathon good luck today in participating in this 26.2 mile grueling race event. I expect the marathoners have a challenge and have fun. And I wish the law enforcement officers of the Boston Police and the Mass State Police and police departments around the marathon route to be safe and be alert and do their job. Have a good day.